Hello and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke.
And I'm Emily. And welcome. Tonight, we're hopping in. I thought we were going to do your kitchen couch singing song.
No. Keep it simple, stupid. That was on me. Kitchen couch, kitchen couch, kitchen couch, kitchen couch. There you go.
Perfect. So tonight, we're going to do chapters 5 through 10 of A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas.
Yes, and if this is your first time being with us, then I don't know anything about this content. So I just goof off and I'm like, ooh, wow, what a great story. Oh, what a twist. This one, though, is the Smut Oracle, and she is here to guide me through this content and help me kind of figure out the do's and don'ts of romantasy, a little bit of smut, and some violence, which happens in this section, which is awesome. If you want to follow along, you can use the links in the description of this video. You can buy the books. We've got some other books that we've done in there on this channel, which is pretty cool. You can also follow the Smut Oracle on all of the socials as well. And if you want to contribute even more, you can join the membership, which is $2 a month. It doesn't really get us anything because, whatever, but it's helpful. Or you can use those Amazon links to buy whatever it is. Maybe toilet paper, maybe bread, maybe milk. Shout out Snow. That happened here, which was wild and crazy. I'll show a video later, maybe, if you're good. But for now, I'm going to kick it over to Emily so she can do her little, recap.
Right on. Well, a lot happened in these chapters, so let's get into it. Tonight, the chapters are all about Feyre running the spring court like a social experiment she fully intends to fail. We open with Feyre faking a nightmare so she can end up in Lucian's room, not to hook up, but to absolutely ruin Tamlin's peace of mind. And it works. Tamlin gets jelly, Lucian gets suspicious, looks, and Ianthe's attempted power grab later faceplants immediately. Love that for her. Then it's back to the wall with Lucian, the Hybern twins, and Jurian, who clocks the situation instantly and basically says, "Oh, Rhys sent you here to do damage." Correct, sir. Unfortunately, the trip turns horrific when they run into 3 children of the Blessed who are promptly murdered by the Hybern royals. Feyre quietly puts them on her kill list and sends the bog after the twins because nothing says consequences like unleashing a nightmare monster. Back at Springcourt, Feyre baits Tamlin into a full public meltdown, intentionally doesn't shield herself when he explodes, and gets injured on purpose so everyone can see who the real threat is. His sentries lose faith, Feyre gains it. The long con is conning. Then she pushes Ianthe into creating a dangerous situation she can heroically fix, fully shredding Tamlin's credibility and replacing it with belief in Feyre until secured, exit strategy ready, except plot twist, Ianthe is attempting to essay our buddy Lucy, and Feyre decides she is done playing patient, so she delivers the revenge we've all been waiting for, confronts the Hybern twins, kills them, and finally blows the spring court wide open. This section ends with Feyre and Lucian fleeing through the autumn court with zero magic, zero safety net, and maximum consequences straight towards the night court. So, Luke.
Nice work, by the way. Nice work.
Thank you. That was a lot. Luke, Are you ready?
No one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's hit it. Kitchen couch. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. Tamlin sucks, and he proves it hard, but everyone sucks, including Feyre a little. Like, Feyre sucks a little.
Just like a little bit.
Not a lot. Not a lot. She sucks a little. Just a little. It's like, did she win the Oscar? No, but she deserved to be nominated because she sucked just a little. Okay? Boy, that was a crazy set of chapters.
But she feels bad about it. So does she get credit for feeling bad about it?
Yeah. I mean, no, it doesn't matter because it's war, baby. And it's what war is. Listen, the pace. Let's talk about it. The first 4 chapters of this book weren't very pace-filled. Mm-hmm. And then the moment chapter 5 hit, it was right. And I was just looking at the first few chapters of this, the first few pages of this book here. Look, listen, her puking, blah, blah, blah. What a change. How did no one notice? How did Tamlin not notice? Like, he seems so smart and kind of thoughtful in the first in the very first book, it's almost like reading a different character, if I'm being honest with you. I don't know if he was just masking. I think that's what you're supposed to assume. But Lucian is the same character. Ianthe is the same character. That's all we get. I mean, obviously, you've got Miss Teapot.
Alice.
Alice, same exact character, just as snarky and witty and smart, and intelligent as everyone else. So, or as before, but Tam was like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Anywho,
he's the worst.
He's the worst.
So, do you want to like jump right into it?
Yeah. Because there's a lot here. I mean, you had me read like 50 fucking pages. So
you're welcome. But I mean, rather that than have like one chapter before the next like part. So I had to do it to you.
It's true.
So like chapter 5, we jump right in. Like all of these chapters, it's like the plan is unfolding. We've known what she's there for. We know she's a spy. She's undercover. We felt all the emotional kind of ground and differences in the first 4 chapters. And now we're just executing the whole time. So she goes to have one of her nightmares. We were just talking about nightmares in ACOWAR. We fake a nightmare here. She's like screaming because now her new room, as you remember from last time, her old room completely trashed. So she has to stay in a new place. Her new room happens to be right across the hall from Lucian. So that's convenient. So she's like, help, I'm having a nightmare. And so she like gets up. She's all like messed up and hot and like, ugh. And she put on like a really skimpy nightgown and then goes across the hall. Is like, I had a nightmare. And he's like, oh my God, are you okay? I heard you. And she just like goes right into his room. And then they have like what you feel like is going to be a little moment. But it's been fully orchestrated by her to end up in his room, in his arms. And Timmy Tam shows up out of nowhere and is like, what are you doing? Like, what is happening here? And they're like, oh, we didn't even know you were here.
So here's the thing. Let's talk about Lucian here. I'm gonna put you in. Let me put you in Lucian's brain, right here. This is something you've already thought of. I'm just helping out with. I'm looking at you people, not that one. You people. As a former Lucian, kind of, sort of, still Lucian.
Except like, I still think you're Lucian, but okay.
Except for not as wimpy. He has for sure thought about sleeping with Feyre.
Okay.
But I don't think he's thought about positions. You know what I mean? Like he's been like, oh, I mean, I probably would if, but whatever. If it happened, that would be okay. It would be great. But if it didn't happen, that's okay too. Like, I'm a good looking dude. I'm smart, charismatic. I got my buddy here. Like, we're fine. Whatever. He's for sure thought it. In this moment, he was not thinking about sleeping with this girl. I promise you. That was not a thing. Like, it might have been like, oh yeah, well, maybe, like if it would happen, but he's literally worried about her. And this is what makes me, you're just a little terrible. Just a little terrible for this, because Lucian doesn't deserve this.
Yeah.
Because he's already had an eye plucked out. Like, come on, dog.
She had nothing to do with that. He's had a really hard life. Truly, he does not deserve this, except that he kind of does a little bit because he did nothing to help her. He immediately went back to Tamlin and was like, execute the plan, buddy. I just saw her and she scared the hell out of me, so let's go. So he's a little bit on the shit list. He's like the best one there of a whole list of shitty people.
He is for sure the greatest one, except for the Sentries, because the Sentries are the true heroes of this story.
Truly.
Of this group of 10 chapters.
Truly.
Imagine the things these fuckers have heard. And they went into the woods to get killed by... Anyway, Tamlin walks in. Tamlin's like, hey, what's happening here, bro? Because it just sounds like barking to me. And kind of. And not pretty barking. Like...
No.
Like, ew.
No. Yeah, it's not great. But it's like he literally comes in like right as like the part before it is like, I lifted my head from his sculpted chest, my fingers digging into the hard muscles of his shoulders. As I peered into his concerned face, I took deep, heaving breaths, my brows nodding and mouth parting. So it's like they're literally look like they're about to make out right now.
Yeah. Well, and when in my brain, like I see a fire simmering in the background, and in under a hearth, and all you
Mm-hmm.
can see is their silhouettes as they're like tightly woven together, and her skirt's
Right.
been risen up a little because of the way he's
Right.
holding her, just a little off the ground. And yeah, I mean, in my mind, it's a super sexy scene. Let's not get weird about it. But
Right.
I am watching. He is living. And both Taylor and he sucks. Anyway, that sucks. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I just had a nightmare." And I'm
I
like,
just had a nightmare. But she says specifically preying on what Tamlin had feared from the very first days that he was
which
there.
is fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair to do
So
that, to be frank.
that was like act number 1, chapter 5.
Mm-hmm.
Straight into chapter 6. So we go into that, and we have Ianthe being just,
God, the worst.
she's been annoying this whole time, but in these set of chapters, you just really are like, oh. So she is like wounded pride, because right before this, we just had the sun ceremony where Feyre like moved and she lost her little moment of glory. So she's just pouty and whiny, coming into breakfast, and then she's like, maybe we shouldn't talk about this in front of people. I'm so important. I have things to tell you.
I love that part, by the way.
Feyre's like, I mean, if we're going to war with them, so if we can't trust them with our war plans, what do you possibly have to say that we can't say in front of them?
Yeah.
And Tam was like, yeah, she right. What you want? What do you need? What's going on?
Well, yeah, I love it. I love it. The last person he wants to piss off is the King of Hybern, and like he's like, nah, you speak up right now.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Anyway, sorry.
But what did you think when they talked about Rhys's family's wings?
Yeah.
So that happened right in this scene, right at breakfast. They're talking about like what's going on and why hasn't the Night Court already attempted to try to get her back? And Ianthe's like, well, perhaps if you return to him his family's wings, he might settle down, leave you alone.
So there's a few things about this, right? Because he says, I burned them, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a few things here. Because there's a lot of predicting here, because I'm sure we'll get resolution with that at some point soonish. The Tamlin's wings, not Tamlin's wings, sorry, the wings that were ripped off the sister and mother, or cut off. I think he didn't keep them as trophies because that's what his father would do, and he doesn't much like his father and brothers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, his father had already like put him up there.
Yeah. No, didn't.
His father. So his father, after he like ripped the wings off, he had him like tacked in the study behind the desk, and that was his dad did that. But we don't know what happened after that. So Feyre was like, I've never been into his study, so I haven't even gone in to see. I haven't had time to go check. But as soon as she got back, she went down there and they weren't there anymore. So she's like,
So part of me thinks that it's I hate my dad, so I'm going to remove these. Part of it is it's sentimental to his friendship of maybe centuries about. It's like, yeah, I don't want to remember the night that my father was killed, and this will remind me of that forever. It's sentimental to losing his BFF. Yeah, his BFF Rhys.
Yeah, because he says, Tamlin answered, his voice low, I burned them a long time ago. She says, I could have sworn there was something like remorse and shame in his words.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
He clearly feels bad about it.
Yeah, like bad enough that like the old thing is like, if we just have a quick conversation, not a quick, but if we had a conversation, we could be like, hey man, like look, we both became the preeminent people of our domains at the same time because dumbasses made poor choices It's been centuries. We don't need to be holding grudges, right?
I mean, that would be healthy communication, but I don't know that that conversation's ever taken place.
I just don't. I'll. This is not in defense of um, Tamlin. I don't know why Reese hates Tamlin still.
Well, right
Like I,
now he hates her for a different reason.
he hate
Hates
why
him.
Reese, right? But like up until like after the under the mountain scenario, like after the under the mountain scenario, it's like Tamlin, you should. Tamlin could have returned the wings instead of burning them. If he wanted to make things better with Reese, he could have. But maybe he
I think
thought.
that's why it says he feels bad.
I thought, but Reese doesn't like me.
I almost feel like Tamlin to that point, to Liz's point there. I feel like he knew that he could have, like, by burning the wings, he basically was like, we're not gonna be able to make up now.
Yeah,
Because
I
I did
mean
this.
that's fair. I'll also say, and to Tamlin's defense again, Reese spent all of the last book gaining enemies by making uh bad decisions. I mean, by making great decisions with bad consequences. So
Right.
there's that. It was an interesting moment. It didn't stick with me super hard. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna find out more about this on a later chapter, and then kind of just moved on.
Yeah. So then after that, we go back out to the woods. We're with the twins, Jurian, Lucian, and Feyre. And so they're going around to poke more holes, see what's going on.
So by this time in the story, I now see them as two of the. You remember in Two Towers, in Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, when the Uruk-hai run into the other orcs, the goblins, and then they stop and they're like, we've been running with our stinking maggoty bread for 3 stinking days, and then I want to have some meat. That's who. Oh God, that was way too good.
That was actually really good. Have you watched it recently?
I have not seen it in years. Okay,
damn,
the goblin came out too easy. I need some sleep.
Wow. I'm very impressed. Wow. Okay, good for you.
The
I
twins.
figured that was like your snow movie this past weekend because that was like on point. Anyway.
No, the twins remind me of the goblin. Like they're a female and a male goblin. Please don't compliment that.
You have no idea. She loves those movies. Like
they're great. Two Towers is my
like
favorite.
all of us.
Two Towers, my
great.
favorite. But yeah. Oh my God,
I totally.
They look like the goblins. Those, like, I know they're supposed to be pretty, but I can see their souls, and their souls look like 4'8", 4'8" goblins. So anyway,
they're not cute at all on the inside. On the outside, I still think they're high fae, but they're not like super beautiful. Like they seem to be like pale and kind of weird looking from Feyre's. I was literally just watching that part in Two Towers, and you sounded just like him. I told you sounded just like him.
Hey, listen, we all have talents. We all have talents.
Impressive. So,
not
anyway,
the first time a girl said that to me.
Wow. So we have this little side conversation going with let's see, first with Lucian. Yeah. So he's talking about like, what's going on. And he's talking about what happened and bargains. So you find out more about the magic. We find out more about the magic that is involved with bargains. Mm-hmm. What are we saying now? Too far. Thank you. I agreed. So reel it in. So he basically finds out that he did try. So this whole time we're thinking like Lucian didn't do anything, but he did. He went to the day court to try to figure out how to like undo the bargain. And so that was like Lucian's task while Feyre was gone to the night court.
Which is the task of an emissary.
Right.
Which makes sense. Like I was like, okay, you know what?
Right.
Cool.
So we were like, what? I mean, what were you doing? That's what he was doing. And so we find out that bargains, we probably feel like they are not rare because just like mates, everyone has one right now in this book. Bargains, it says, are actually very rare, and we try not to use them because the magic is so old and so strong that it can literally, we're not really sure how it's going to react if we go against it. So we try our best to avoid them. Even though basically the entirety of the last two books have been bargain after bargain.
I kind of love the bargains. I love that being like, oh, there are consequences too. It's not just like, well, my word is my bond. It's like, oh no, there are consequences. Like we're gonna, yeah. I love that kind of thing. It's in Magic all over. That like, actually, my favorite version of it is it's an anime called Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where they deal with bargains, and the bargaining is really good. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. Do you think?
Yeah. So that was basically that. So we find out, like, we didn't really have any options. So after he saw her in the woods, he came back and said, no, we're gonna have to align with Hybern. As much as we don't want to do that, like, we have to do that at this point. So you did find out there was some strategy involved in picking and aligning with Hybern versus trying to show their hand to some of the other courts.
Right.
But they wake up to Jurian. So while they are such platonic, like, besties. They are like brother and sister. Like, Feyre's not into him at all. Very platonic. Did the casual thing where in the nighttime it's cold, roll close to each other, and they wake up kind of snuggled together.
Yeah.
And Jurian's there, and he's like, get up, and sees them kind of like. So that was not her trying to manipulate. That was not her trying to do whatever. But she was like, but if he does mention it to Tamlin, that actually does kind of play into what we're doing anyway. So
right, it's okay. We're fine.
Then she goes to like wash up, and the girl twins like, yeah, I would pick Lucian too.
Oh my god!
Every woman's like, same.
Yeah.
Same, not a competition. Everybody would pick Lucian.
Yeah,
unless Reese were there.
I love that her moment too. Oh, right, because Reese is like,
or Cassian or Azrael, but yeah. If no one from the Night Court's available, then Lucian for sure.
For sure. My favorite part of that is when she talks about the fire of the redheads and blah blah blah. And by the way, I don't think of them as like the orangey redhead. I think of it like the auburn redhead, like deep red, almost like an anime character. And then she's like, the disgust of thinking about him climbing on top of my sister freaks me out. And I was just like, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. And it's nothing to do with both of them at all. God, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, but that, again, just driving it home that, like, no funny business with Lucian whatsoever. Like, brothers. He's like her brother. So that kind of takes us to chapter 7. So it's a lot, but we are clipping through. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah, because it starts getting polite. It stops getting polite. It starts getting real. Rest in peace. MTV. Moment of silence. Real world.
Real. So we end seeing the Children of the Blessed. And they're three. We like get a look into their brain, and they're just three sad humans who are running away from three tragic situations.
My God.
Just like
this is my favorite part. I actually kind of like this part because
which part?
It's all of this from this section until the end of this section. And I'm not talking about the chapters. I'm talking about, so they show up and it's like this cute girl, this other kind of homely looking girl, I'm gonna think, and this other random dude, and all of them have different backgrounds that kind of represent Reese and Tamlin, and anyway, they kind of are the same. And then and then she reaches through with her mind, and she's like, y'all gotta go immediately because these dudes are dangerous right here. But she doesn't outright say it because they're fanatics, right? Your mouth's open.
Yeah, no, so I hadn't made that connection. I was just checking to see if you were right.
I might be wrong. I just like
mean,
attributed their background stuff.
yeah,
Oh,
no, I can see. I hadn't thought about that
it's like
before.
yeah.
About the mirror of the humans to them. So it says, okay, there was a dark-haired girl, was rich, educated, headstrong, had wanted to escape an arranged marriage, and believed Prythian was a better option. The ruddy-haired girl had known nothing but poverty and her father's fists, which had turned more violent after the death of her mother. A young man had sold himself on the streets of a large village. Okay, other than the hair color being wrong, I can kind of see where you're going now. Sold themselves on the streets of a large village until the children had come. Now, granted, like it's 2 girls and a guy, but Tamlin's kind of a girl, so
Tamlin is kind of a chick. No doubt.
I'm kind of fine with it.
Anyway, she reaches into her mind and she like starts she uses clip art and kind of just like rearranges the man, the amount of all she's doing is like Inception. She's inceptioning the entire time of this, and I kind of love it.
Time.
I kind of love it.
Every single thing she does, everything she says, every move she makes in these 5 chapters are all to either set things in motion or make sure that things continue down the same line that she wants. It's intense.
Which leads to one of my favorite twists in all of this book series so far, actually, which is at the end here. So I'm excited that we get to this point, to be frank with you.
So we see the Children of the Blessed, and again, like kind of sad, pretty standard as far as like cult background, always gets more of like the weaker, the downtrodden parts of society that are looking for a better situation. All that's happening there. And she's like, all right, go away. And this is like the first time that Jurian and her are aligned. So Jurian does not want anything bad to happen to them either. And so afterwards, like after she like inceptions them and gets in their brain and is like, run away, we're terrifying. Jurian's like, yeah, thank you for that. Thanks for doing that. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's just like,
Which leads me to believe that he is only part of this alliance for the short-term gain and does not actually care.
Yeah, I mean, he basically
yeah, he says it right there. Like, and she doesn't really even pick up on it, which is weird to me. Like, she hates him because he turned on them, but also like he's like, oh no, your trauma is this. My trauma is like I'm out for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So she she does that. Right after that, it's like we get another scene break and we talk to Jurian some more. And it's like story time with Jurian. So the whole time he's talking, she's like, why are you here? And he's like, well, I'm gonna shoot my shot. I have, my chance and I'm gonna get revenge. Yeah. And she's like, really? You get like a second chance and you're just gonna, that's what you're gonna do? Revenge? And he's like,
yeah.
Isn't that what you're doing right now, sweetheart? Like pot kettle?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
And so she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, no, Reese held me against my will. And he's like, the fuck he did. I fought with that dude. I know him. I've actually known him longer than you have.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally like, I'm not gonna say I know him better, but I've known him longer.
Yeah. I love how like all of the you're getting the like the underground people, the people who are like warriors or their servants are like, he isn't this bad dude that all these rich fuckers think is terrible. Like he's actually kind of dope. Yep. And
so even Jurian, same thing. He's like, he's actually kind of awesome. I don't know what to tell you. He says he has everyone insists Rysand is soulless, wicked, but the male I knew was the most decent of them all, better than any prick prince. You don't lose that quality no matter the centuries, and Rhys was too smart to do anything but have the vilification of his character be a calculated move. So he's like, game recognizes game. He was a nice man. It's not going to change. And also, of course, he's smart enough to be the villain.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome because they both are they're both doing the same for their own races. It's awesome. Just heads up. We have Well, we've got more people in the chat. If you're in the chat, say hi. We like you
Yeah.
people.
Hello, hello,
Don't,
hello.
don't just
What's
watch,
weird
but it feels
is that
good.
Jurian and Lucian are totally onto Feyre, but Tamlin is so blind. Oh yeah, he's like, bless him. He's ostriching so hard. Tamlin just the whole time is like, none of this is happening. I got her back. That's all I've ever wanted. I'm not gonna think about anything else.
It's obvious, when you like when I was in a corporate world, it's obvious when you deal with people who can only think tactically and like can only operate tactically or linearly or whatever, two-dimensionally. And Tamlin is that dude. I mean, poor dumbass. Like he doesn't have the emotional constitution to deal with other things, and he just sucks.
No.
And he didn't have a great father figure, and instead of like overcoming it, he just let it consume him like a bitch.
It's true. And so, if there's any Taylor Swift fans out there, Feyre's kind of taking ownership, and she's like, I'll be your father figure. That's fine. It's okay, Centuries. I'll be your father figure. I'll be your daddy.
I'll be your daddy. Yeah.
I'll be your daddy. It's fine. And she does a better job than Tamlin, to be honest.
No doubt. No doubt.
So then we kind of go, we wake up the next morning. All right, we make up the next morning. Feyre like lays down the law, and she's like, don't leave those humans alone.
Yeah.
And we wake up the next day to the smell of blood. And those hideous, ugly, spoiled twins went and tracked down 3 humans, drugged them back over the wall, and it was not good.
They brutalized them.
Gross.
They brutalized them.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah, I want to have some meat.
I mean, that's basically what they did.
Yeah.
So the 3 humans are dead. And so what they did, what Feyre and Lucian were like, that's fucked up and we don't agree. Like we're not going to stand for that. So we're just going to handle our business. Instead of like letting Tamlin decide what the fitting punishment is, they just sent the bogue after him. The bogue. Yeah. I don't really know how to say it, but
what a cool moment. And then Tamlin's like, I can't believe you did this. And they're like, what?
Yep. I also love how we find out too. Like I love that we end the chapter, and then in the next chapter we're in front of Tamlin, and Tamlin's throwing a bitch fit. He's like, they were our allies. Yeah. And you find out like that's clutch.
Yeah,
that
right.
Actually amazing.
It felt like they were in the principal's office and they were about to get assigned attention.
Like, yeah, but and they're both like, what?
We didn't do anything.
Gosh.
I mean, what? Look, they just don't look. They're mean, and so we just treated them like they were mean.
Right.
What do you want?
I mean, what else are we supposed to do? Like, you weren't there, dude. You didn't see it. It was actually kind of like gross.
Yeah, I'm with Liz here. If we can see a side quest of them doing like creeping through the woods, like, all right, we're here near the Bogue's nest. 1 point from him and it's all over. like that would be awesome.
Oh, R.I.P. Steve.
Yeah. Also.
Yeah. So we find out that happened, but while they're talking about this and they're arguing over it, again, she's doing double duty because she is making sure those doors are open and all the Centuries are hearing what she's saying.
Yeah.
And so she's like building rapport. She's building trust this whole time with these Centuries, doing the right thing, standing up and saying the right thing, doing what honestly nobody freaking did for her the entire time she's been in that godforsaken court. Is just speak truth to power and stand up for the right thing. No one's done it until she got there.
10 toes down, stand on business. Yeah, no, she's just like, fuck this. I'm not doing this shit. But then the next bit happens.
What you talk about how she's like manipulates him to getting mad. She knows his triggers and she kind of like pushes on them. And then when he explodes, like she knows he's going to, she does nothing to protect herself this time.
Boy, I hated this part. Like, I was like,
Oh my
God, dude, go kill yourself. Like, I was like, buddy, I thought about my friends. Had I found out my friends had done this, whoo, we'd had, we'd have been throwing hands. Don't
Well, and
do.
that's kind of what happens. Lucian
No,
comes in. I mean, he doesn't throw hands, but he's like
I mean, buddy,
he chooses his side in that moment and gets her
there,
out of there.
there is not. There's only one character in all three of these books that deserves to get their ass kicked, and it's Tamlin in this moment. Everybody else is kind of funny. It's just like, oh yeah, if they get killed, that's fine. But they're kind of funny. You just need to get your ass beat a couple of times. Just sit his ass up to the to the place and let him fight the Irelians and Illyrians, or damn it,
Illyrians.
Illyrians. Fuck.
Yeah.
And let him fight them to let him get his ass kicked. I don't know, 350 times. It's like, buddy, you just need your ass kicked, and it's okay. Like, we don't hate you. You just need to get your ass kicked because you think this is okay, and this behavior is not
I
okay.
mean, some of us hate him. So
I mean, hate is a strong word, but I really, 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 really don't like you. It's kind of like
okay.
that. Kind of like that.
Playmate tease? Is
I
that?
don't remember.
Can't remember. Anyway.
Let us know in the comments below.
I think it's Playmate tease. Anyway. Or the no, it's
Some other emo band. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Man. Okay. So all the sentries were listening, everything that happened, everything explodes. She doesn't shield herself. And then Lucian like bursts in and is like, what have you done? But it's like, bruh, the same thing he's done this whole damn time. He has an anger problem, okay?
Yeah, no
He's
doubt.
got a problem. He just explodes and like shreds rooms and like pitches hissy fits. And everybody's been like protecting him by not saying anything or just quietly like letting him be destructive. And Feyre has on instinct protected herself every time. And she's like, I mean, everybody should just kind of know that this is who he is. So she just lets it happen. And as she walks out, she kind of catches sight of herself and is like, oh, fuck, that's bad. Like, if I were a human, if I still was human, I would be dead.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Yeah, she was victimized.
It was bad.
It was vulgar.
It's not good. So, and we know later that she's been poisoned this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I already kind of knew that. So as I was going through these chapters, I just highlighted every time that she was like, my head hurts. That's weird. Like, I'm tired. Like, it is thrown in so many times. So I gotta know, did you clock it ahead of time or did you not clock it ahead of time?
I assumed it was the same excuses that she was saying. Like, this is where in the first book I kind of felt like there was a false narrator. Was that called? It's called false narrator?
Yes.
No, yeah. Is it
unreliable narrator?
Thank you, unreliable narrator, because of this kind of thing where she kind of just assumes stuff, and it might not be the case, and we're just led to assume that this is the reality of the situation. And so I was just like, okay, she might just be fatigued from the magic from the wall, fatigued from this, can't heal because she's kind of told herself not to heal so hard that it just doesn't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I was kind of just leaning into it, but then I want to get to that later because it was cool.
Yeah,
it was my favorite twist so far.
Yeah. So our only, because Rhys is not going to let this go unacknowledged.
I thought Rhys was going to show.
Yeah, Rhys wanted to show.
I thought
Rhys wanted to kill him, actually. Yeah. But he let her do her thing. He let her stay in control of this situation, which he does a great job of. But he says, I know better than to tell you to be careful or to come home, but I want you home soon, and I want him dead for putting a hand on you.
Yeah. I'm glad he said it, even though she knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's our one and only interaction that we get between.
But we do get some sexting, which is awesome.
Well, that's the same interaction. But
that's what I'm saying. We get some sexting. Like it's I'll tell you, the tongue out thing, hilarious. The sexing, awesome. But I kind of like want that relationship where my significant other can look at me and be like,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
Yep.
I'm gonna keep that one here.
Yeah.
That's so romantic to me. I don't know why it's so
Isn't it?
romantic to me,
No,
but
it is romantic, Luke. It is. It is.
but no girl I've ever been with was like that kind of person. So it's so romantic.
Oh,
It's like,
that's me though. Maybe I'm just like a shit bag, but I'm just like,
oh, a shit bag. No, you're no shit bag.
but that's my favorite thing, like the banter. That's why I love an enemies to lovers, right? Like we were talking about the difference last time because you had watched People We Meet on Vacation.
Don't tell that
to
people. I'm kidding. Don't tell everyone. I'm a man.
Luke loves rom-coms.
I love a rom-com. When Harry Met Sally, favorite all time.
So we were talking about like the difference, and I saw like a meme or a video, and it was like, do you really love the idea of enemies to lovers, or are you just attracted to the thought that a person can see all of your worst qualities up front and then choose to love you anyway? And it's like, called out. That's me. That's for sure me.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I guess I'm the other way. I'm like, I'm a lot. So I need you to be so uber comfortable with how much I am that you choose to love me anyway.
That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but I have
Except
to
yours is like through like friendship and comfort together.
Yeah, it's like, hey.
Yeah.
Got to know my intentions because I'm not always going to communicate them.
I feel you.
Yeah. Love sucks.
So we do get a little bit of the sexting going on. The image that he sends her back is very suggestive. And that's our only interaction in these 5 chapters, was just a quick check-in from him to be like, are you okay? Because I felt it. Like I know you're hurt. Like, are you okay?
Yeah.
And so I love that. Even though they are far apart, and even though outside forces are trying to fuck with their bond, they still know and are like.
This was the most surprising set of chapters because the moment right after this happens, we get a Naga attack.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharaoh's kind of waiting for retaliation's the wrong word, but it's pretty much retaliation from Ianthe, right? And Ianthe's like, oh, a Naga attacked or whatever. And Tamlin's like, it was your keys. Strap them up, boys. And then, Feyre's like, I want to hear your side of the story. And then continues to mind fuck the guy. But I want to hear your side of the story. And Ianthe's like defending it. And I love, there's like a really specific line right in there somewhere. And I wish I remember where it was. But Feyre's like, yeah, you tried to defend yourself too many times. Like she like literally says it out loud. And even Tamlin, dumbass, is like, yeah. I don't know about you, dog.
Yeah. She says, oh, I have it somewhere.
Did I mark it? I might have marked it. God, that would have been so smart.
I think I marked it. Okay.
Oh no, that's what I marked. Ooh, that's later. Okay. Oh, it's the next page. I kept the focus on me. You'll be the word of the century of the high priestess. You'll take the word of a century over a high priestess. Right. Yeah. Oh God. I step forward. I'll hear his story. Ianthe lifted her chin. With all duty respect, my lady, it is not your judgment to make. And then it was. And there it was, the attempt to knock me down a few pegs. Mm-hmm. I will hear your story. I kept on a focus on him even yeah, that's when it happens. Go ahead, do your thing.
Yeah. So she says, I looked to Tamlin, saw his eyes sharpen as well with understanding. Too many protests from Ianthe. So everybody's on the same page now. We know what's going on. And they were very well aware that Ianthe had planned the attack to reclaim some shred of power or influence,
Right.
to become like the savior of the people. So it's like classic underlord villain that's not the big boss, right? That's like, oh, I am manipulating. I'm setting it up so that I can look so great because here I am to save the day.
Let's talk about famous. Let's take a break, a ginger shout, and talk about the famous people in cinema that are this character that aren't super hot blonde chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't happen very often, and I kind of love that it is this thing, this like a religious figure that's a super hot blonde chick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any off the top of your head? That is this. I mean,
Um.
the guy who in Two Towers, the guy who take Worm Tongue,
Yeah.
is this character.
Okay.
Is it not?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, Green Worm Tongue. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can hear you.
I just like. Oh man, his lines are great too. I'm not gonna do his lines, Liz. Sorry, I'm not gonna do his lines.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got another. I stumbled upon this live somehow, and I not even ever even read the book. You guys rock, honestly. Oh my god, thank you.
Oh, please read this book. It's so great.
It's hilarious.
This is the third one of a series. So, but
it's super funny. Please stay. We're just doing straight guy and this person kind of things.
I mean, this is what happens. So no, I totally feel you on that. I guess like any other kind of, I don't know, like it's giving like Prince Hans from Frozen vibes as well.
Yeah. I've never seen Frozen.
Mean? Oh, first of all, how have you not? But okay. You should. Like, you could totally play Hans in like a live action remake. You could be Hans.
Why is it always the villains?
Because you're good at it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a compliment because you're not a shit person. That's a compliment.
I'm not a shit person. Although, oh, never mind. I'm always a Nazi. It's always girl.
Well, you're blonde and blue-eyed, buddy. Sorry.
All right, pal. Every time.
Sorry, Aryan Prince, you are.
They're like, huh? We need the thing every normal person hates. Oh, how about a tall, blonde, handsome dude?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who sings tenor.
Yeah, sometimes you're easy to like crap on. What can we say? Anyway. So yeah, it's giving some of those vibes too. I feel you on that.
Once here.
But yeah, I feel like she's a little Regina George in some ways as well.
Yeah, she's got some Regina George in her. I'm trying to think of other kind of shit weasel characters because that's what they're called. They're like shit weasel characters. Mm-hmm. I mean, Iago is one.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. Anyway, let's move on. Fuck it.
Sure. So, that's like the next little takedown that she's doing, poking holes in the trust, severing the trust between Tamlin and his men. So she's kind of, what's awesome is like, oh, love you, Liz, bye. She's kind of isolating him the same way that she's been isolated. So she's going in and like picking off all of his like ties and help. And in doing that, like this was the next one is like between him and his loyal men, right? So by making him go through with this, and she's the one standing up for the Sentry. And then because of a power play, because the Princess Branna is like, how pathetic, then she thinks, okay, maybe he's not, it'll turn the tide. But when she says that, he's like, oh, okay. She's like, damn it. Nope, that dude is getting the crap beat out of him now. Right. Because he can't show weakness or whatever. So she's just severing ties left and right. Between anybody that might be able to pull him back from the brink.
Her whole thing is Cursebreaker.
Yeah.
Like, she's currently doing it. She's doing the curse breaker position, her title, which is essentially, how can I best set the world right by destroying the old ways. Love it. This whole interaction and the way she doesn't succeed, right? Doesn't It was one of the twins who says something who allows for the whipping to happen. The whipping would have stopped had the twins not chimed in.
Right.
And we find out later that they're also like doing hatching sneaky plans at the same kind of way. So it's kind of, and I was just like, wow, that was kind of smart from the two dumbasses in the back. Okay.
Yeah. But they do, she does feel bad about it. So we do get like a little paragraph where literally she's about to, he's gonna get the crap, the sentry's gonna get the crap beat out of him, and she says the guard hanging between the posts had such hope and gratitude in his eyes when she's like taking up for him, and she says, in this my revenge edged towards something oily, something foreign and queasy. He would heal from the pain, but the blow to his honor, it would take a little piece of mine as well. So like she knows this is not the right, like she really dislikes that this is what she's having to do.
Yeah, there's like
to lock this plan down.
Significant guilt.
Yeah.
But it plays into a prediction I've got later too. So
cool. So we'll get to that. So they do. They whip him. They whip the sentry, and the situation, the reaction there is say all of those men, like the men who had gone over the wall again and again to try to break the curse for him, had gladly done it, gladly died hunting down those wolves for him. And the wolf that he felled, Andrus, he'd willingly gone to. Tamlin had sent him back over all of them over, and not all of them had come back. They had gone willingly, and yet this was his thanks, his gratitude, and his trust. So
it made me so sad.
Yeah.
Did it not yours? Did it not you? Like, why would, how? This isn't okay.
Like, she's dismantling. Well, in a way, she has to.
No, she for sure has to do. For sure. And as a matter of fact, she's gaining. It's not a tearing down as much as she's gaining. I think she's gaining more than she's tearing down, because she only thinks she's tearing down, when really she's gaining a lot. Like, never mind. We'll get to that. But yeah. She felt bad, and I'm glad she's like checking in on him over the next few sections there.
She goes. So we flip chapter to the next chapter, and afterwards, like Ianthe doubles down on being horrible, and Feyre gets to double down on being like the good person, and that she like mentions some stuff, and then like she and Tamlin go off, and Feyre helps Bronn and Hart to take the soldier to the barracks and heal him. So Feyre stays tending the sentry, like, you know, changing out the water, the bloody water and all the stuff, and stays there while the healer patches him up.
It's true leadership. It's true leadership, and she didn't just learn that from Rhys.
No. Because
that's the best part. That's who she is.
She did that as well, like in the first book, when the blue fairy with the wings was dumped on their doorstep.
Right.
And she just did the right thing to try to help. Now, I do feel like she probably has some guilty conscience here too, because he did get the crap beat out of him because of her choices.
Yeah, but if we're staying in the moment, as much in the moment as we possibly can with our decision making, right? Because you pre-plan scenarios so that the outcomes can be what you want, but you have to be present, right? And if you're 100% present in the moment, it's the right decision to do, and not to just not visit that person. That is even worse. However, she did it in the second book too, when she gave the underwater creature the extra items to sell and to whatever for tithing.
Yeah, the water wraiths to get out of tithe. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah. So, but she even says, like, after she's talking about Bronn and Hart, and they apologized for not helping her the whole time.
Yeah, they
She
all
was there
saw it.
before.
They all saw her suffering.
And so she's now standing up for them like they never stood up for her. And so she literally says, if I had asked them, they would have handed me their own knives to slit their throats.
Yep. Because because she knows they were willing to go into the woods and die as a wolf.
Yep.
They
and
are.
she's, again, leadership, she's honoring that more than Tamlin ever did.
Yeah, they're resolute. We love resolute people. Big fan.
For sure. So, anyway, all of that happened. The next day, they're talking about going to the wall, and she's again making sure that everything's going her way. Feyre's making sure everything's going her way. But Jurian also is like seeing what's happening. So it literally says, Jurian winked at me as if he too saw the game in motion. So now they're all going to go to the wall. And everything's playing exactly the way that she wants it to.
Right.
So she's packing her bags that night, and Alice packs up all this stuff and is like, I brought you a little extra food for the journey.
I love this part because it's like, it's sentimental, it's thoughtful, it's engaging, and at the very end, because she packs a little extra bag and she knows what the deal is. She's like, you're not coming back here. Like, this is the end of your ordeal. And she's like, and it's mine too, because this place isn't gonna get better. She kind of knows. It's kind of like pre-Poland World War II. She's like, yeah, this place it's about to get taken over by a hybrid. Why would I stay once you leave? And I know you're leaving, so I'm out.
Right.
And it was like that's how I took it. I don't know. In the chat, can you tell me, is that what you took it when you read this? Yeah, I hate being an influencer. That's so stupid. But yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, this is like pre-Nazi Berlin. Like, you see soldiers walking around, you're like, what the hell's happening? Like, you're about, like, the Supreme Court's about to be destroyed.
Yeah.
And we know it, and she knows it, and Alice for sure knows it. And anyway,
she's got to get her boys out of there. So like this whole time, she's really been doing everything for her nephews anyway. So
I love that she's like, don't tell the king of the Summer Court that you know me, because I have a blood ruby with my name on it. And
Alice is like, oh, damn, girl. Like, you've been busy while you've been gone.
You have been working, dog. That part was
she
hilarious.
She knew exactly what that was.
Yeah, that part was so funny to me. That part was so funny.
But I did think it was sweet, because she was like, blood rubies or no, you will always have one friend in the Summer Court.
Yeah, and I don't think that person is going to be in the Summer Court for long.
Yeah.
Personally.
So again, we are all headed out now to the wall. We're like getting to the big climax of everything that's happening in this action. And winnowing felt like wading through mud. My powers had become more of a burden than a help. Throbbing headache by noon, spent the last leg of the journey dizzy and disoriented as we winnowed again and again. So if this had happened maybe like midway through the second book, you would be led to believe like, yeah, winnowing's hard for her. She's new at it. She's learning how to do it. Right. But at this point, she's a beast.
She's a dog.
She should not be fatigued the way that she is. So.
An absolute dog. I thought it was the wall. Honestly, I thought it was the wall doing this, like their location to it. And that's what I was just like, okay, yeah, they're close, or she's overusing her abilities, or appropriately maybe using her abilities. And so I just kind of, did my thing. And then she gets there and she's like, I'm bunking with Anthe. And I'm just like, oh boy.
Yep.
Sleeping with the enemy, huh? Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
And Liz had put in the chat earlier, like doing that to maybe try to protect Lucian, because Anthe was there. So trying to maybe like be like, I gotta keep eyes on you, girl, because you're the worst, and I don't want you to touch my friends.
None of them.
Right. And so, I mean, Anthe probably was like looking around like, which man am I gonna try to put in my bed?
Because there are centuries out there too. Like there are more than just one.
Exactly. And so that was one of those situations like, oh, bestie, let's bunk together.
And Anthe's like, oh, shit.
Oh, it would be my honor.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that is like the what I don't know what the girl equivalent of a cock block is, but that's what that was. So she says, my goal was bigger than revenge. My purpose was greater than personal retribution. And that's the only reason why she didn't murder Ianthe in her sleep. Because she thought about it.
Oh, I would
She's
have
like,
too.
she's laying right here. You know, she touched my man and approps. She touched my friend and approps. Like, I could and should, and she deserves me just like ending her right here.
She sold out my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Her plans involve destroying the things I love dear in this world.
Mm-hmm.
If she dies, it's an immediate improvement in my station and situation. I could just kill this bitch, and no one's gonna say anything to me because I'm the chosen one.
And the only reason why she did not was because her purpose was greater than personal retribution. Like, good for you, girl. Good for you.
Because Rhys did that for years, and so I did think she kind of developed that from Rhys.
I mean, she
because Rhys says at the beginning of the second book, he's like, the cause.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that. So we do everything that needs to happen. She's hanging out with the twins, trying to figure out what's going on. She gets all of the data that she needs. She has all of the input and the data that she needs. She gets like, where are they going to attack? What are the size of their armies? Like, she could not have gotten more opportune information.
So I'm not as good at other people as visualizing, but I could see her in the grass sitting on a rock, and she's got a paring knife, right? So it's the blade's only like yay long, right? It could fit in the hand, and she's just sitting there. Y'all should try from over there, and they're like, huh? Over there. They're like, what do you know about warfare, like girl? And she just hits up and keeps, taking a hit of the apple and keeps on rolling. Yeah. She's like, well, I just figured since you're going to bring your army in through this, that you're going to do it this way. And they kind of just spilled the beans. And it was so cinematic in my head. And she's like, I got it. I got everything.
She's like, no one's here. I did it. I got everything. And they're gone conveniently. I can get out. I can leave now.
Nope. They do share the one piece of information that is super relevant that you are going to skip over, and I'm not going to let you skip over, that the reason there are cracks in the wall is because something came through there to cause them, and they don't know what it is, but they came to study them. Thought that was fascinating. What are we doing? And they also said the cauldron is the win. And they also said, why'd you let Amarantha, the goat, come over here and rule this world, this land for so long? And they were like, because we needed an example of how to succeed and how to fail. And I was like, oh, but y'all are stupid. How did y'all? Oh, you didn't come up with this. Dub. Nephew and niece, they're the worst. But the part about the cauldron's the win. The cauldron is this, the cauldron's that, whatever. But the thing that's the most important is like what came through the wall from the south that caused these breaks.
I mean, we don't super know.
Yeah, you know. I don't know.
I don't know either, Luke. So
that's what somebody trying not to give a spoiler would say.
Oh, sure. Okay. So in case you are joining, since we've got some new watchers, I have read this entire series. I know everything that's going to happen. Luke is watching it reading through it for the very first time. So so my rule is I'm not going to lie to him. But also I am not going to help him either. So
there's been a few times, a handful of times, 2-3 times, where I've been like, oh, this is going to happen. And then it just does. And I'm like, I forgot I even said that. Okay, cool.
I didn't. And I, again, should win the Academy Award sometimes for how much I don't react to some of the shit you say. So anyhow, so she has everything that she needs, and she's like, excellent, I am out of here. I'm gone. And then unfortunately, she hears Ianthe talking to Lucian.
Well, she's
like,
she's blinked a few times, right? By this point,
What?
she's winnowed a few times.
Like once she like goes, she's like getting her stuff and she's like heading out. And as she's heading out, she like hears Lucian and Ianthe, and she's like, oh, "What is that biatch doing right now?" And so she gets closer to him, and she finds out that she has a pair of those shackles from Highburn that Reese was trussed up in that completely nullified his powers. How'd she get those? I don't know. She probably had to like, who'd she have to sleep with, literally, to get those? You know
It's
what I
gross.
mean? Like,
It's
it's
gross.
so gross. And he's like, no, thank you. And she's like, you know, you want this. And she's like, he's like, I absolutely do not. And literally he's trussed up and bound and powerless against her SA, which is basically what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not basically, it just is. That is what it is.
It's gross.
It's real gross. It's
well,
so gross.
It's weird. Like, I don't know what her thing is about him.
She wants him, and I mean, it's kind of like the same thing about
Amaranth and Tamlin?
oh no, that's a different book that I was reading. that's in this book. The prince wants what he can't have. So I think Lucian is like the one person that has shown zero, like negative interest.
Well, but Tamlin has shown negative interest too.
No, we don't know that. They've just been like friends for a really, really, really long time.
It's still like, I'm like, what is it about him? Is he the forbidden fruit? And they even had the conversation. He's like, I know I did the thing with you during the festival, but that was because I had to. It literally has nothing to do with you, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt bad for him. And she was like, yeah, but then you want to do it again? He's like, nah, dog.
No, not at all, actually. Like, no, thank you.
Boy,
No,
that was like her peaking at life too, which sucks.
Oh, right? Yeah, because she was like the chosen one on Kalanmai.
Yeah.
Literally, like in her mind, that is where she peaked.
She's Super Saiyan pick me.
Yeah, she is the quintessential pick me girl.
Yeah.
Actually. She's the worst. So here we get to finally relish.
Finally, The Rock. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of wrestling videos.
Well, we finally get to get some payback. So she infiltrates her mind and tells her to break her own hand. Like,
this is
bash
awesome.
her own hand with a rock until she tells her to stop. And so she just is like over and over again slamming a rock into her hand. Like, her fingers are getting twisted and going all kinds of different ways. And she's like, you are never ever gonna do this again.
And you're never ever ever allowed to touch someone else without their consent ever.
Without it being completely reciprocated and desired by both sides.
Not only that, you live in fear that your worst dreams will happen immediately if you do.
Yeah, it says you're allowed to see a healer to set the bones, but not to erase the scarring. And every time you look at your hand, you are going to remember that you are not allowed to touch anyone and your actions have consequences.
Okay, so I wish Liz was here for this. Most of the men in my life have this fear already.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Almost every man I've ever known has this fear that, oh, I can't touch anyone because if I touch anyone, it's going to be a problem. Like, I need to be like, is this okay? Are you sure it's okay? Mm-hmm. Are you sure it's okay? Ladies out there, how many times has a man who, maybe not your husband, has said, can I touch you right here? Every one of them, I promise you.
Okay, so this is where your experience as a man and my experience as a woman differ greatly. I'm gonna say that you used an absolute. You said all men.
No. I said every man I know.
Okay. Fair point. You are friends with very good men.
That's true.
You are a good guy. And based on that data, then your friends are good guys. But I can assure you that I would not say the majority.
Oh no,
I would not lump the majority in there at all.
agreed. But like this part of I was just like, I live in this fear all the time, like every day of my life. I think about the constant fear of one bad decision getting me arrested because I'm a dude all the time,
Mm.
all the time. So, and I'm a
Well, now
white dude. Like my
you get
decision has to
to
be kind of harsh. Dude.
you get to hand that down to Ianthe now, who is actually a crap person.
Did you use hand on purpose? Because that's good.
I did it, but good job. I mean, it's true. So she lives in fear, fear that it will, if she lets her guard down a single time, that's what happens. And then she literally is like, I thought about killing you, but then I decided that this was a better punishment. And I hope that you live a long life, Ianthe, and never know a moment's peace. It's like, oh, yes.
I wish there was a podcast of sitting with Ianthe. It's like, hi, Ianthe. Would you rather have $100 billion or you get to touch a man inappropriately for the rest of your life? It's like, I'll take the.
Oh man, hard choice.
Damn, because she's immortal, so it's like forever.
Yeah, she's the worst. So you're like, oh yes, high moment. You're so excited, and then Lucian's looking at her like, what the fuck did you just do? Like, he has no idea that I mean, I guess theoretically he knows that she has the power of all 7 High Lords, but he's never really seen
Genjutsu. Bad anime joke. Yeah, he's never seen her like whip it out.
No.
And she whips it out in the next scene hard.
Yep. So right at the end, you're like on a high, and then you hear this voice. This light, deceptively light female voice that's like, the word you're looking for, Lucian, is Daemati. It's like, you're like, damn it, here they are. So the twins are there, and they're like, they entered just in time to deliver their Bond villain monologue.
Yeah. I'm like, yes, we had a plan of our own and we knew how formidable you were, but here's what we planned on doing. You see, we spiked your food and your drink to zap the power from you. That way we can, it just sounds like a cartoon villain.
It's like a mustache twirl.
I'll tell you though, it's a solid twist. It's my favorite one so far. It's the biggest one.
So because you weren't really paying attention, you hadn't clocked it?
No, I was paying attention, and I had that unreliable narrator thing going on in the first book. And now I'm like in the third book, and I'm kind of just trusting Feyre's intuition now because she's led me to, no, I'm not going to trust her anymore. It's all you. It's your fault, Feyre. But yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, haven't you wondered about the headaches? How things seem a little muffled down certain bonds? So they also know like this whole bullshit. Like literally everyone knows but Tamlin. Everyone knows what's happening.
Well,
but Tamlin.
I don't know that. What's his face? The BFF knows.
Lucian
knows. I can't wait for her to be like, check this out. It's awesome.
Look at my awesome tats.
Look at my awesome tats. There's an eyeball and a bird.
No, that one's gone. The eyeball's gone because that was the bargain. Although it did say the twin to the other one, so maybe she just really liked that eye. I mean, it's
cool classy and elegant. It goes all the way up here, and
it's like lacy swirls. It's just straight up like half sleeve.
And Lucian would be like, dope.
Listen, I have never wanted hand tattoos in my entire life.
Yeah,
until I read this book, and I'm like, I don't know though. Like, I kind of want some hand tats.
Is that the only tattoos you ever wanted?
I mean, no, I have 5 tattoos, so
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, I have like 5 tattoos, so I have plenty of them, but just none on my hand. I'm trying to keep it profesh, but you know.
Yeah, me too. My sleeve is crazy.
So, but then we find out that Feyre, Lucian, and Ianthe, they're all Ianthe has been helping the twins this whole time, and they didn't even have to like mindfuck her to do it. She was just happy to do it.
Yeah,
She's
she
happy to help.
does it help my agenda? Sure.
Yeah. So, like, if we hadn't already bashed her hand in, then that would be yet another reason why she would deserve it.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I ain't these the worst.
Totally the worst. So anyhow, this is what's going on. And she literally in this moment as well clocks, she's like, I could just winnow out right now and get away. But then I would leave Lucian and I can't do that. But she's like, leave him, leave him. I should leave him. I should go. Like she has the information. She needs to get to Rhys. At this point, it's like, do I help? Do I do the right thing or the correct thing?
She does the right thing, and she begins an assault on two of the most dangerous people she's ever met.
While her power is failing.
That aren't High Lords. And she does that cool, like, winnow boxing with the knives.
Winnows.
And he's like, ting, 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 ting. Yeah. That's how I imagine it, by the way. Yeah. Straight up out of anime. And then she's like, motherfucker's not trying very hard. What's happening here? Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, old girl isn't doing very much hard right now, too. Let me just hit you with a fire spell. Fireball! And then old dude's like, no, my girlfriend, no! And he hits her with a stab. And he's like, oh, that's not enough for me. And then
my girlfriend, that's also my sister.
It was gross.
And then she's like, gross.
It's like, oh, and then the brother winnows over to attack Lucian, and he's like, no, and he gets her with the sword and stop. Oh, she winnows to stop the sword, and then she gets them both.
She gets them both. She kills them both. Just awesome. Well, yeah, and like Lucian helped like a little bit, like a second, but not much. Like, he's a trained warrior, and he's just kind of like standing there.
He doesn't have any of his powers. Like, she has some. He has none.
Oh, no. She released him from his binds. He has powers now. He has his power.
Yeah, but he's no Cassian trained warrior.
That is factual. He is not an Illyrian warrior. He's not. So there's that. But she does all of that thing. She kills them both. And then she's like, okay, you're good. I'm out. And he's like, I'm going with you. And she's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And he's like,
yeah,
yes, I am. I got to get to my mate. I'm coming with you.
So, prediction time.
Okay.
Oh, right. And then they winnow out. Oh, so let's go. Then they winnow to the caves where they went to the under the mountain. Is the cave opening?
They can choose. There's like basically like a couple different doors that they can go through. And so they can go under the mountain. And then they're like, Lucian's like, I don't know that you want to do that because like shit's been going down in that area. Like since we all moved out, we might get caught. Maybe a bad idea. He's like, we should go to Summer. And she's like, I will be killed on sight there. Can't be going to Summer Court. That's a big no for me. And the only other option is Autumn Court. And he's like, oh, that's his court. That's where his family is.
Right. And he's like, they'll kill me here too.
He's like, these are such shitty options. But because he grew up in Autumn Court, he's like, okay, I actually do know a place that we could hide out. So let's go Autumn.
What if he's like, sorry, go ahead. No,
you're fine.
What if he's like, so I have this cabin that's bewitched to take care of everything we need. And it's even got paint so you can draw your stupid stick figures on the wall.
Let's just take a 2-week detour to this cabin in the woods. No,
she sucks at painting. She sucks at painting. She does. Actually, I want this in the chat. If there's 4 people in the chat, so that's 2 of me and you. So there's 1 other person, maybe. Listen, in the chat, does she suck at painting? Let us know.
So we go through Autumn Court. We're going through Autumn Court, and all of the magic totally out and drained. So we're headed into like enemy territory where, again, we've been told repeatedly over and over and over again that if Lucian's dad, if Baron finds out that she has any of his powers or whatever, that he will kill her. He'll be the first in line to end her and hunt her down.
Yeah.
So we are going into some very dangerous territory with no backup and no magic. And while Lucian's there, like, his brothers have already tried to kill him.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's going to be a big help in that situation outside of knowing, you know, the territory.
Yeah. It's standard book stuff, standard storytelling. Let's put our characters into a weird situation, blah 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 blah. Let's make them make tough decisions, and if they make the wrong one constantly, we're going to make a story out of it.
And so it says, we left, fell in step beside me as we strode beneath the archway of carved crude stone, our blades out as we left behind the warmth and green of eternal spring. And in the distance, so faint I thought I might have imagined it, a beast's roar cleaved the land. So she's left him again.
Dude. This guy, like, this guy's fucked too. Let's not get weird about it. There are 2 dead Highburn characters on his soil. Ianthe's fucked up. Like, all the centuries don't trust him. His servants are leaving him left and right, and his best friend left also. He's fucked.
She's severely crippled. She did a great job. She did exactly what she told them. And frankly, like, kind of what she told Tamlin to his face when they were standing in Highburn, that they would do, she would do if he took her by force back home, which was like, I will tear down your entire court from the inside out. And buddy, she did.
She did. And she did it in a matter of days.
Successfully.
Like, she didn't even have to try super hard. As a matter of fact, it's my thought that had she stayed, by the way, with Ianthe being essentially neutered, and the 2 generals being gone and Jurian being there, she has the support of the entire court.
Yeah.
Except for Tamlin. So, and it would take her 1 move to make Tamlin, maybe 2 moves to make Tamlin be on her side again. Like, she could just be in charge there.
I mean, at this point, all she really has to do is sleep with him.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that.
Only thing that she hasn't done.
And she could mentally, but she also has the mind tricks. Like, she could just mentally screw with him and be in charge.
She wouldn't even have to do that. She wouldn't even have to sleep. You're right. She wouldn't even have to sleep with him. She could just mind control him, which is nice.
And so MC is what they call it. Oh yeah, just MC him. And make him jump off a cliff. The shout out Alterac, or Arathi Basin, World of Warcraft. I got mind controlled, thrown off a cliff a few times. That's all that she had to do. So it's like, did you need to leave? Yes, to get back to your man, to get back to your friends,
to get back to, you know, the right side of things.
If Valeris was destroyed, would she even be told? This time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, so it's gonna be cool when, like, she's in trouble. And, you know, look to the east. Am I coming in 5 days? And the sentries show up from the Spring Court to help the Night Court. And it's, in your time of need, look to the east. And am I coming on the 5th day? It's total.
The Riders of Rohan! Yeah, all the same.
Yeah.
Totally. So we hit the end of a part. So we're now.
Whoa. One more thing we missed. We missed something else. We didn't know this.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So we filled in the map some.
They have, so Highburn has three allies on the continent, on the north of the wall is Montreser, and Valhan, and then Rask.
Monteser, I want to say, is how we're going to call that. Valahan was already there from the last book, but Monteser is new. Rask is new, and Scythia at the bottom is new to this map as well.
I was trying to see if it would illustrate where the cracks in the wall are, but it doesn't show them.
It does not.
Yeah, but they let it be known that they have support. Hybern has support from the continent, which we knew that they were allied with humans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, allied may be the wrong word, but they had human support, and but they didn't know anything more than that. So
yeah,
that's cool.
So so we that's the end of part 1. We now hit part 2, which is Cursebreaker. And our next set of chapters. So are you ready for your assignment?
Aye, Captain.
Okay, this next time you shall be reading chapters 11 through 14. So we're going to end on, if you are in the paperback copy, we will end on page 142.
Thank you. Yeah, what a great section. That's a good section. 142. Yeah, it's a you know what they keep saying in this book, and I just saw it on the 142. I just saw those words. Nothing crazy. His throat bobbed. We're saying that a lot. What's the other thing? Oh, she kissed her teeth and her throat bobbed. So it's like,
oh, like, yeah.
And then,
yeah. I can't. I don't have one, so I can't make it happen.
Yeah, but she does it. Like, my throat bobbed. Like, yeah, we're doing a lot of that kind of stuff in this book, more than normal.
I mean, more than the previous ones is.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think I'm going to ask you a question. I think I'm going to help me write a romantic comedy.
Okay.
We've talked about this before, haven't we?
We've talked it. We've thrown a few.
You're always like, well, why don't you have friends that can help you? And I'm like,
why don't you just do it?
And so I'm thinking about it because I kind of want to steal ideas from like a book and D&D and then just make the story off of those. So
I will be a really good help to be sure that it's not already written. So that hasn't already been done.
I don't want to tell you what it is, but my structure is going to be like, I know I want to start here and I want to end here. And then I'm going to have my main characters. If it's a romantic comedy, it's not going to be romanticy because I'm just not cool enough to write sword and board bullshit, sword and sandal, and fairies and magic and shit. The characters go through their storyline, and I'm going to have them go just through side quests the entire time. And then my thought is we're going to rewrite those side quests so that they make sense. They're just better. And then we'll choose the side quests that allow the characters to end at the spot we want them to, where it makes the most sense. Similar to this. Because often, Aaron and I have talked about this a few times. He's like, yeah, you write something, and then you write like what's the worst thing that could happen? Oh, this is the worst thing that could happen. Then you let it happen. And I was like, yeah, but what if there's nothing to address that? That's the worst thing that can happen. And you can't just make it up because that's how bad storytelling is written. It's like, oh, that's how like Harry Potter is sometimes called it's like, oh, he just figures it out. He just somehow accidentally comes across a solution. It's like, what if it's already baked in the story because it was part of the side quest from before? Or like old girl from Star Wars Episode 7 is a Mary Sue, right? That's a complaint a lot of people had, not me. So
our girl Sarah does a really good job of that in Throne of Glass, which is her other the series that came before this. So the series that came before this, Throne of Glass, like everything that needs to happen, all of these things that she needs someone to be on her side, or she needs someone to do her a favor, or somebody needs to be willing to sacrifice something. all of it happens and is lined up the way that it needs to be, because in the past, the main character did kind of like a Feyre situation where she did the right thing for no other reason than it was the right thing. And that random, seemingly random act of kindness is what allows her to have the connection or the like what needs to happen to move that story forward.
So, for example, in this one, she does the thing where she helps the water character
The
creatures.
race.
The race. I imagine in the big narrative that was chopped up into this book, she helped a lot of people.
Mhm.
But in order to streamline the narrative, they were like, "Oh, we're going to write it such that she only helps this one that we know about."
Mhm.
And then we'll, because it needed to solve an issue for later. And so what you
Mhm.
do, like, let's say your story is linear, like as linear as possible. It goes like this, but it's linear. And then at each step, this and this and this and this happen, and this and this and this and this happen as we go up, and then we go down, and this and this and this and this happen, and this and this. And so then you can kind of pick and choose the things that happen in order to create your narrative, so that you can make. I had never thought about it this way until this section of this book, where I was just like, oh. You could just write I always thought that it was more figured out, more planned, rather than being like, oh, at this stage, this person does this, and 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 this person does this. Rather than, I thought it was always planned, rather than having that like they do in D&D, where they do side quests and shit, and
Mhm.
which make up the story. Anyway, I'm
Mhm.
babbling. But
Well, I mean, that is kind of exactly what we just read. Is everything seems in those 5 chapters, you are not aware until towards the end how much everything that feels like a side quest is actually intentional, done in a way that is meant to set up the next thing that needs to happen, the next domino that needs to fall.
I guess what I'm saying, so that we're on the same page, is that I imagine in the big script that is this book, that was like maybe thousands of pages, there was a bunch of side quests, like lots of them, and it was just like, oh well, let's make this as dynamic and good as possible while sticking to the principles we want to. So they just pick and choose the ones that they liked, and then made sure that it all fit. And you're just like, oh, we can forgive the thing that about fairies lying, because we have situations here that supported the narrative moving forward. I think we can do that this way. I think that's like the best way to kind of write, and then you edit it down to make it more succinct. I had no idea. Like, it just came to me today, like 20 minutes ago, that was what's happening. Maybe 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's like D&D.
Nice.
They're just rolling dice and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Anywho, if you stayed this long, we appreciate you for staying this long. I'm not going to do the whole song and dance. My name is Luke. This is Emily, the Smut Oracle.
Hi.
Check her stuff out on TikTok and on Instagram or whatnot. We do this 2 or 3 times a week, so we'll be live. I see that there's 4 of us. So I'm on 2 accounts here. This one, you've got an account open, right, on YouTube?
I do, yes. I can check the comments.
So there's one little person out there. We know who you are. Is it you, Hank? Is it you, Mom? Stay tuned.
No, we were rolling there. We've had lots of different folks hop in and out at different times. So
we actually, I shouldn't qualify. Hey, listen, if you're a dude, don't qualify. Don't do that. We actually had a bunch of. Stop doing that. You just had a bunch. Anywho, appreciate everyone for staying as long as they did. Make sure to like and subscribe. Sorry, Emily, do your thing.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, and we'll see you next time. Later, taters.
Bye.